Good evening, guys. My name is Earthrend, and this is Lord Rhyolith. Not heard of of course, because that would be silly. But basically, this is a walkthrough for us, and for anyone else that really needs it, to be honest, as melee DPS for normal mode. Now, as melee DPS, you're going to be focusing on running the legs throughout the entirety of the fight. There will be one main person that is a melee DPS calling which leg to go to at any point during the fight. Now, Lord Rhyolith has 80 stacks of armor at all times, and the way you need to get these stacks of armor down is by going through an active volcano. Now, these volcanoes won't just pop up by themselves. You have to wait for an inactive volcano to be turned into an active volcano, like the one on the screen right now. Now, each time he goes through these volcanoes, he'll go down about 12 stacks each volcano. Now, each stack of armor he has on him reduces damage by 1%, and he starts off the fight with 8 stacks of this armor, meaning he has a reduced damage intake of 80%. Now, for this fight, it is only one tank, so that means you can have an extra DPS, which is much more helpful, especially if you have one melee DPS in the team. Now, throughout this fight, you will see fragments of Rhyolith spawning across the map. The main job of the tank is to pick up these fragments, so that's they don't kill the melee DPS. For the ranged DPS, their job is to DPS down these fragments, as well as to avoid the lava lines on the ground, which, as you'll see throughout this fight, they do sometimes get quite close to me as a melee DPS and the other melee DPS. And one thing I have noticed during this fight is that it's very easy to wipe if you don't have a competent driver, as it's called. So, if you have someone that is experienced at driving Lord Rhyolith's feet, then that makes it much easier just to not wipe on this boss. And as a melee DPS, don't worry about doing crappy DPS on his feet, because his damage reduction will mean your DPS is much lower than it normally would be on any other boss. Now, throughout the fight, you'll have, as you can see on the side, AoE damage happening from a spark of Rhyolith, which the tank will take away from the melee DPS so they don't get hit by it, and the ranged DPS will DPS it down throughout the fight. Now you see here, coming out from that lava pool, is basically a giant penis. That's what I'm going to say, it is a penis basically. And they send out, sometimes 4, sometimes 3 waves of lava, which will do about 60k damage on normal difficulty, and 20k damage on heroic. Now, if you get hit by these, then you will pretty much die, depending on how much damage you're taking, and it will put a lot of pressure on the healers to heal you. Now, we're coming to an end of the fight here, about another minute of the fight to go, I think. So, what I'm trying to say, guys, really is, this is my first commentary for a video game, especially World of Warcraft, so really I would like any tips you could give me, to be honest, to help me improve my techniques, because as you can probably tell right now by my voice, I am pretty nervous by doing this commentary, because I've never done it before, to be perfectly honest. I'm using just inbuilt editing system in my computer, so it's not going to be the greatest quality of video, but I'm just trying my best at the minute. Hopefully if my channel and the guild channel picks up, we can get some partnerships, and then we can invest in better editing equipment and recording equipment, which means then the videos will be better quality. Now, throughout this fight, you'll see me just pop in my cooldowns in a nice rotation, so I get to use all my cooldowns. Don't use them all at one time. I get to use them one after another, so I always have one cooldown active most of the time. Normally, I have my trinket active, which gives me extra strength by 1000 and something. I don't know anymore, but it's a pretty simple fight to go through the majority of the time. Now, within the next 10 seconds, he'll go into super combustion, and that's when the entire raid, that was sooner than I thought, but the entire raid has to stack behind Lord Rhyolith, so the damage is spread between the raid. Now, on the first stomp, we don't pop any cooldowns. After the first stomp, me, as the Fury Warrior, I pop Rallying Cry, which increases the team's health by 10%, or was it 20, I don't know, I think it's 10%, and the tank is Zeals, and he's a Paladin, and he will pop his Divine Guardian at the same time,
which means the team takes less damage. Well, not really less damage, but there's more health for the healers. And this is it, guys. Remember to favourite and like and comment and subscribe to us, please. Thank you and good night.